internet, your girl is back from court, and I guess you can tell by my demeanor, of course I won. But first, let's look at the fit. I went corporate baddie with a little hint of Valentine's Day Legally Blonde with the pink shirt, but let's get into it. So to properly frame the story, you have to understand, I was just served yesterday. I had absolutely no time to prepare. So I ended up talking to a lawyer who was a family friend. My mother-in-law called for me just so he could give me advice. He agreed that everything I said fell under free speech, but he also said that TPOs are really easy to get, and it's likely that they will win if I did not file an answer. I did not know I had to file an answer before the end of the day. He also said that he would draft my answer for me for a fee, of course, because I did not have the capacity to properly argue that this was freedom of speech for myself. I would rather mop the ocean floor before I hand a condescending man my money. So no, baby, I'm about to go take care of this myself. We're about to find out what capacity I have. And I did just that. Me and Chatiana got to work. If you don't know, Chatiana is ChatGPT. I filed my answer. I drafted it. I got all of my evidence together, and I got it submitted before the end of day yesterday, so that by the time I came to court today, the judge would have had both sides. Okay, so boom, court was this morning, and the pastor and his wife came with a lawyer, 2 witnesses, and about 75 church members. They said 75. I didn't see 75, but you know, they like to exaggerate. Who knows? Anywho, that's who they came with. I came with me, myself, and I to represent myself, and then I had my 3 witnesses, which were my mother, my mother-in-law, and my ex-husband. My mother-in-law and ex-husband had been members of the church for a decade, and my mother was there the day that the incident happened. She came and picked me up afterwards, so I was going to have them show that I was credible, that I was actually a member of the church, and that they knew all that. But baby, we didn't even get a chance to call my witnesses, because their lawyer was so busy trying to prove that everything I was saying was a lie. But the problem was, this was not a defamation case. This was a case of stalking and harassment. Whether or not a temporary protection order should be put forth to make me stop talking, because what I'm doing is amounting to stalking and harassment. They didn't spend any time on that, because I'm not stalking or harassing them, and these videos do not constitute stalking or harassing. They played all of my videos in court, including the one I posted last night, and tried to say that by posting that video, I was in contempt. I really believe that they thought by showing the judge these videos that this would prove emphatically that I am stalking and harassing them, and that I need to be shut down. And they were so shocked that that's not the way that this went. Mind you, their lawyer messed up multiple times. At one point, we watched the same video twice, and she tried to get it admitted as evidence twice because she didn't realize that we had already seen it. And she kept trying to frame the questions as if they were definitive fact, and I would always interject and say, that's not exactly what I said, or that I said, I alleged that, I did not say that. And so at one point, she said that I said a direct quote in one of my videos, and I said, I did not say those words. And she said, this is a direct quote. I said, play that part of the video. Go up there and play that part of the video. She goes up there to play that part of the video. It doesn't exist because I didn't say that. And then, of course, she wanted to skate past that. She kept making little blunders like that. The first witness they called up said that he had been taking care of the attendance records and whatnot for the last 20 years. And there is no record that I had been in attendance ever, that I had never tithed with them ever, and that I was never a member, and I was simply married to a member that did go there previously. So I asked him how they would have records of me tithing if when we tithe they just handed around a bucket and we could place cash in it. How would you know that cash was mine? He said at the time that they encouraged you to put your money in an envelope. They didn't encourage me to put the money in an envelope. They encouraged me to put the money in the bag. They didn't give a damn about an envelope, but I digress. So later on, they brought another witness forward that claimed that she had been in charge since 2009 of the finances, and that there's never been any embezzlement, and they've never had this amount of money, yada, yada, yada. So as she was explaining the operational procedures and the financial procedures and saying how transparent and open they are and how long they keep records, she had mentioned how they keep attendance records indefinitely and how they keep tithing records for 7 years. Record scratcher, bring that back, honey, because when I got a chance to go up there and question her, I asked her, said, wait, the last witness said definitely that I had never tithed in the time that I've been there because he had been taking care of those things for the last 20 years. You're saying that y'all don't keep the records past 7 years of when someone tithes, so which one is it? Did I definitely not do it, or do you just not have record of it because you don't keep it past 7 years, and this happened 15 years ago? Baby, she couldn't answer the question. Anyway, their lawyer went on and on for about an hour and a half, dissecting my videos, asking me questions. I retorted, kept everything short, sweet, and simple. And honestly, by the time I got to do my opening statement, I had maybe 10 minutes in. I hadn't even called a witness yet. And the judge looked at the whole situation and said, listen, guys, I can't order this TPO. She highlighted other similar cases where someone was speaking out against, say, like Scientology online, and said really disparaging comments that hurt the leader's feelings and all of that. And it was still validated that they were able to have that conversation, that they were able to do that under free speech. So she is using that same determination in my case, that I'm allowed to say what I want on social media as long as it's not a direct threat of harm, or that I'm not trying to harm anybody specifically. And boy, they were upset, but that is what happened. She literally said, I cannot stop her from speaking. She did not give me any restrictions. She did not say, you can't do this, you can't do that. She did urge that I not say their names, but it's not, I don't have to not do anything. She did not make an order one way or the other. Anyway, y'all, I am still riding the high. Like, there are so many details I'm sure I'm leaving out. I'll definitely do multiple parts. I'll answer any questions you guys have in the comments. But yeah, I was smug as shit when I left that courtroom. You done brought everybody and their mama up here to watch you lose, and I'm happy you did it. So basically, I faced off with yet another institution and won, with less than 24 hours to prepare and no help from a lawyer. I'm not gonna say I'm that bitch, but I'm definitely on the list of them bitches. I think I've earned myself a hot bath and some time to relax and think about all the details that I'm missing. But if you guys have any questions for me in the comments, let me know.